Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Such Good Shoot is proud to bring you DJ.
He's back.
Man, I don't know. I was kind of a little intimidated there. I mean, you got some bass in your voice there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. We've got him hooked up to the Bassmaster 8000. He's got subwoofers in his butthole.
We tried to order the Assmaster 3000, but apparently my handwriting's so bad they thought I wanted the Bassmaster 3000. But it's better than the Bassmaster because I don't fish. Oh, and yes, we're the podcast about anything and everything in the world of wrestling. We also have Isaac and Dozer.
Hi. Shane will be here at some point. He's
I was going to ask
busy.
where he was.
He's recovering from the evils and brutalities of National Chili Day.
Oh. That's all I need to hear is just National Chili Day, and I know exactly what he's probably doing.
Yeah, so he should be here soon. I think he's on his way home. So yeah, we'll see our boy soon. Until then, I'm mixing up a little root beer and cream soda, and I'm going to add some spiced rum to it because I've been really lazy in my drinking capacity recently. So
We'll see. I would love to partake in an adult beverage right now, but unfortunately, I have to go on a 12-hour fast because I have to get blood work done in the morning.
Oh, dude, just tell them that you are, and then they're going to start thinking that like you have some weird fucking liver disorder that produces alcohol in your blood.
Yeah, and then I'm going to have to get all kinds of other tests done, and then I'll probably have to get my surgery postponed. So, yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Get some good time off, the PTO.
DDJ, one, get better. Get fucking better. That's what
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Two.
you.
I'll cheers to that.
I'm drinking Basil Hayden's, which apparently my thing doesn't like today.
Mm.
And, apparently this is a good whiskey. People tell me this is a really good whiskey. A lot of people. I taste literally nothing in this.
Just alcohol?
Not even alcohol. It doesn't burn. It tastes like water. Like, if my child wasn't 3, I think they took it and replaced it with iced tea. It's bad.
Really interesting that you say that. If it tasted like water, I'd be able to drink it. And I smelled it. It didn't smell like no water. Maybe it smells like Philly water.
Water is partially fermented, so.
Just from all the rat piss and shit in there.
Absolutely. But, I think we should talk about wrestling or something. People say.
Should we? All right. I guess we
have great.
This is a wrestling podcast.
Is it?
Is it?
It is. Shane's not here, so it's loosely wrestling affiliated now.
So we might as well get whatever you guys want to get in before he gets here.
Yeah, you want to talk about the war in Ukraine? That's breaking news.
Cesaro, Cesaro apparently is a free agent.
Is he from the Ukraine? No? Okay.
No.
I'm just curious. Yes, Cesaro is a free agent. His contract expired. He never re-signed. He's got no compete clause, so he can do whatever he wants whenever he wants to. And I think it's pretty obvious as to what he's going to do.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't think he's going back to WWE. If he was going to go back to WWE, he would have re-signed.
No, I'm not saying so much that. I mean, is it necessarily a lock that he is going to go to AEW? I mean, I could see him easily going to New Japan, or
I don't know. I think he's too old for New Japan at this point. Not to say that like he's too old to compete there, but like, do you think Cesaro wants to get the shit kicked out of him that bad, or do you think he wants for a lighter schedule? And not that
That's true.
New Japan is a heavy schedule, but they're heavy hitting matches. You'd get the shit kicked out of them in a good way, but still, I don't know. I mean, it's possible. I see AEW as being the most likely
I
to
think
get
so.
them the
too.
most money.
I just don't think it's as obvious as a lot of people want to think.
Okay. Okay. All right. I feel you.
I have no problem with people signing with AEW, and as I said, I don't even have a problem with their glut of talent because people say, "Oh my God, they have so many people," but they have very loose contracts in general, so that doesn't bother me.
They also let people perform on the indies.
That's what I mean by loose.
Yeah. And also, like, you can't miss someone if they never go away. So give us.
I don't know where he fits in the card. Like, it's getting to the point that they are signing so many people with the aspirations of these people gaining a higher card spot than they had in WWE. Because really, that's where everyone's going. And apparently, the internet wrestling community, bashes anytime any one of these new acquisitions becomes, mid-card talent. But, you need mid-carders. You need jobbers. That's how wrestling works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So,
don't disagree. I mean,
I think as long as people are realistic in their expectations and that he's not going to go and sit in the top of the card for the rest of his career, I think that's fine. But
what about like maybe the NWA?
dude, he would fit in really well there.
NWA, I don't think Impact is the place for him. But if we are getting the new launch of Ring of Honor,
Yeah,
I could see that working well for him. Returning.
What about GCW?
Well, isn't everybody in GCW?
Everybody
in
is.
GCW. You have that match with Nick Gage coming up, don't you?
As soon as that bitch fucking accepts, dude, he's been a pussy and he's been fucking ducking me.
Hey, be sure to record this and send this to Nick Gage and have him cut another.
This is live, man. He knows what's up. He's scared, bro. He's scared. He can't handle this, dude. He knows I'm 6 foot, 240 pounds of pure dick smacking muscle, bro. They call me King Swing Dick up here, all right? I'm just fucking chimpanzee arming right around, knocking people out.
They call you. Are you the real Mandingo?
No, just King Swing Dick. No, I'm not the real Mandingo.
Yeah, I have been so out of the world lately. Do we have any other wrestling news?
Yeah, dude. Have you seen Enzo recently?
Yeah.
I think we talked last week. He's jacked.
Did we talk about that?
There's actually something. I don't know if you guys also saw this about with AEW, but apparently they extended Brian Cage's contract.
Really? When was this? Must be just recently.
Just broke this actually broke shortly after the news broke about Cesaro.
I was gonna say it must have just happened because I was reading that dirt sheet shit about control your narrative or whatever.
Yeah.
And talking about how it's like a fucking right wing back promotion or some shit, and how Brian Cage is gonna go there, all this shit, and like and then he's like re-signs immediately. That's pretty good.
No, but that's the thing. A lot of the AEW contracts are written in a way that, especially the top tier guys, it was a 3-year contract with them having the option to extend it, which technically means they don't have to agree to the accepting the option. Tony can just enforce it. So,
okay.
Because I did read an article that was saying he could have just done that to Cody.
I still think that whole Cody thing's a work.
Something smells funny.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I took care of all that just in the bathroom a couple minutes ago. I'm sorry.
I just don't understand, like, ultimately, like, what he gains going back to WWE.
Money.
Is he not getting any? I mean, is he really going to? How much was he trying to get out of AEW? A couple million a year? I mean, honestly, like WWE isn't going to give him more than that.
And they're not
What
going
were they giving John Cena at his peak? Like 5 million?
Let's look at what we know right now, and that is that supposedly AJ just signed for $3 million a year.
Yeah, he got some big time money.
So Cody ain't going to be bigger than AJ, I would feel.
Yeah, I have a hard time picturing him getting more, but
What I see has happened. Cody just looked at everybody and went, "Stop comparing me to goddamn Triple H. I'm Jeff Jarrett."
I got to go back. I got to go back and have a fucking match with Dewdrop.
It's okay. It's okay because spoiler alert: Jeff Jarrett fucked up tonight's main event.
Wait, what? What
Not
happened?
main event. One of the big matches on it. Yeah. He fucked it up.
Jeff Jarrett was on Halloween Havoc 97?
He wasn't, and that's the problem.
What was the match he was supposed to be in? Mongo versus whatever that dude. Alex Wright. Oh my God. Oh wow. Okay, that makes so much more sense. All right. Well, we'll get back to that. Yeah. So Enzo's definitely jacked. What else? There's rumors that Vince wants to wrestle again at Mania.
What?
Yeah.
I have to say, I don't want Vince to wrestle, and I don't want him to even like make an appearance anymore. But we're getting to the point like this is either going to be the best or worst Mania ever, just with the rumors.
Yeah, this is gonna be some weird shit, dude. You gotta. I can't believe they're not trying to get Goldberg on the card either. After all of like the shit they've been doing with him, but his contract is up, is done. Yeah. So I don't know.
Goldberg to AEW. You heard it here first.
Oh God, that would be awesome.
Dude, I think that the AEW fans would shit all over Goldberg.
Yeah. Oh, he big time. Big time. Yeah, they'd fucking
arrive, kill Sting, leave.
Sting. Which Sting?
Darby Allin.
There were like fucking 35 different Stings.
That's tonight.
I know.
Pretty much.
Kinda. Oh man, I hope y'all are drinking for
that. We're drinking every time that there's a rating below a 1 tonight.
Oh boy. You know,
I'll fake drink.
I don't think there's that many for me. There's one match that was like just fucking dog shit. But there was actually a lot of good stuff on this card, more than I thought there would be. Especially the first half, and there's one of the best matches I've ever seen in my life on this card. So
yeah, one of my favorite matches.
It's I mean, it's
one of the greatest matches. Yeah, we all know what it is. It's damn good. We'll get there.
Can you talk for a second, because I have a light bulb that's flashing right over there, and it's fucking driving me crazy right now. And so it's like maybe like I don't know, like 20 feet to the light switch and back.
Fix the goddamn light bulb.
I'm gonna go just turn it off. I'm not even gonna fix it. I'm just gonna turn it off. All you gotta do is
talk. Add in the frame. Go already.
Do it.
Oh dear Lord. You know, I have not. Was Dynamite good this week? I haven't watched yet.
Yeah, it was because
was amazing.
We also had a new member for the House of Black debut.
God damn, that's annoying.
Yes. Murphy Matthews, Buddy.
Yeah, Buddy Matthews, dude. He looked ripped. He was yoked.
Did you hear the how loud that crowd was for that?
They were pretty excited, dude, which is kind of weird. I wasn't expecting anyone to get excited about him, but good for them.
I was reading some website had career highlights of Buddy Matthews, and it had one-time tag team champion.
It's a short list.
These people banged Alexa Bliss.
That's top of the list. I don't know why that wasn't the fucking headline. Seriously, respect. fucking respect.
That was his.
Who's okay? I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. I was thinking about Alexa Bliss, and I started thinking about women's wrestlers. And of course, it led me to booties. And who is the new big booty bitch on NXT?
Nikita Lyons, I think.
Oh yes, that's Charlotte. She's gorgeous too. But no, Nikita Lyons, dude. Shane hates me so much for this, but yeah, I the one thing wrestling related to that I've actually replied to in any of our chats recently or even talked about was her and her ass, and Shane was like, God damn it, I knew that you were gonna fucking focus on this girl and her ass instead of any real wrestling. And I was like, yeah, man, that's why I love you, because you know me so
See
well.
how she did the pin? That was her intent.
Oh god damn, she's over. She's so over. She can fucking yeah. Cheers. I'll drink to that.
I think we'll have to do a topic soon of is NXT 2.0 better than the IWC gives it credit for?
Does that mean I'll have to watch it?
Most likely.
God damn it.
My whole thing is everyone's pissed off because it took away the black and gold, right? But the black and gold really wasn't fulfilling the goal of NXT in general.
No, it wasn't. And I think that's what a lot of people fail to realize, because even if you go back to before it was the black and gold, it technically was what it is now. Whereas you were seeing guys like, hey.
Oh,
hello.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We did it. We went and got ourselves DDJ. Shane, welcome to the show.
Hello.
We're talking about NXT right now. I just got done talking about Nikita Lyons.
Oh, thank God I wasn't here for that.
I actually talked about you and how much you hate me for
Dude,
it.
What's Isaac, can you name one move that she did in that contest, that wrestling match on this wrestling show?
Dude, it was like a reverse cowgirl face splat.
Yeah, I don't really think awesome. I think that was just her pinning.
No, I just saw the picture.
Yeah. No.
Did I watch it? No.
Oh yeah,
no,
absolutely.
Of course not. No.
You wrestling?
No, I mean I watched almost 3 full hours of wrestling this week, which is enough for anybody. Okay? It's enough for anybody. Back in my day, we would watch 2 hours of Raw and 1 hour of SmackDown, and that was enough for the week, okay?
Unless there was a pay-per-view.
And that was if you were lucky, okay?
You really should, like, I know I said this in the group chat, but you really should check out the Daniel Garcia and Bryan Danielson main event from All Elite Dynamite Wrestling.
We should watch it. We should watch it together, like at some point in the near future.
It's like extremely good.
Is it going to be as good as tonight's Chic of the Week?
Oh no, because we don't have one.
Yeah, we do. You have the internet.
All your time. Chic. Chic of the week.
Chic of the week. I finally got to light my blunt. I've been waiting fucking 18 minutes and 27 seconds for this.
Russia, what the fuck, Bubba? We need the peace.
That's funny coming from an Iranian.
Yeah.
Iranian. I love Iran. I love Russia. I love Ukraine.
John Cena tweeted, if I could somehow summon the powers of a real-life hashtag peacemaker, I think this would be a great time to do so. To which the Iron Sheik quote retweeted it and said, Johnny Bubba, let's beat the fuck out of all of the jabronis together.
I watched the first episode of The Peacemaker, and I am fully sold. I gotta watch the rest of that.
You gotta watch the whole. It is so good.
I mean, I was already sold on John Cena in fucking the movie, but the show itself has been really good.
It is.
You're ashamed, Shane? John Cena, your favorite wrestler of all time?
No. I was just slapping my head to the fact that you are fully invested in the television show with the wrestler in it. yeah,
not the wrestling show though. No, dude, I'm telling you, he drops a lot of F-bombs.
It's the heel turn we all wanted.
you get to see. He does talk about his dick and how big it is at one point in the first episode, and I'm like, yeah, dude, big dick John.
Yeah,
It was good.
Isn't this like a superhero thing?
It's a spin-off. It's a
I'm
spin-off
good.
of the
Squad.
Yeah, I'm
the
good.
Suicide Squad, but it's James Gunn. James Gunn did it, and I'll
Yeah,
tell
I'm
you what,
good.
it's
I don't-
John Cena, and John Cena. You just watch it an episode for John Cena alone because his acting in it. I gotta give him credit. You gotta give credit where credit's due. He's up there. I mean, The Rock is famous, but John Cena is up there in Batista levels and what I think he can do. Like Batista's a really good actor, but like John Cena,
No, he's not.
I think
Batista's a great actor, dude.
has one advantage that he seemingly has been able to skip this tough guy has to play kid roles for a bit because he got a lot out while he was still with WWE and he did that Fred movie. And then, he's been a kid character his whole career, so being a badass is something he can easily do now.
Yeah,
Do the pacifier 4.
And that intro, the intro scene. Oh my god, that is so freaking awesome.
yeah, he does an incredible dance number. It's excellent. John Cena kills it.
Just seeing Robert Patrick do that dance sequence.
Man,
Anyway.
The crux is that it's got superheroes in it, dude, and I just
Yeah, I mean, sort of. I mean, it's not so much that there's
villains.
They're super not even villains. It's they're super, what do you call it?
They're like D-level villains.
Yeah, they're like, but if you're in D&D, they're like chaotic neutral.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, no. I'm still good.
I guess, man, you don't have to believe in it, but sometimes for the show, I think we might have to watch some Peacemaker for the show, so you can watch our boy John Cena.
I can get behind that.
It's good.
All right, I'll trade you. If we watch any of the Peacemaker, then Total Divas also counts for the show.
All right. If you want to watch Total Divas for the show?
I just want to make you watch Total Divas, but then also review it critically.
Dude, are you kidding me? I can, dude. That's easy. Each episode gets a 0 to 5 nut rating, and I'll jerk off the whole time. And however many times I blast is how good the episode was. It's critical. It's critical, bro.
No, you gotta review the actual happenings in the episode.
Oh, I'll make sure to
the
first time I came was when Miz and Marie started arguing.
The inner turmoil between the Nia Jax and Brie Bella.
Nia's gone. That bitch is gone. I am you know what though? That's not a threat to me because it's just hot chicks on the TV arguing with each other and creating drama, and like I can pretty much enjoy that visually alone. So we're on. We'll watch both of these shows, fine television shows, and report which one's better. Back to you.
I've watched the Gilmore Girls, so I'm well set up for this. So.
Yeah, dude. I've had to watch fucking what is it? Lucifer.
Hey, I'm currently watching that. That ain't too bad.
It's very sexy. It is very sexy. Yeah. I will say that Lucifer is a fucking dick dropping fucking demon from hell, and good for him.
Well, speaking of sexy things, we
dick dropping demons from hell.
Yeah, dude. Dozer, what time is it?
It's time for the main event.
Oh, all right.
Hey,
okay.
I want to put music in for a change. There we go.
We had a song, and it was a good one.
Yes, we did. So, you know what? Tonight's main event, we're reviewing Halloween Havoc 1997. Coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah, home of the Raiders.
Not at that point.
Have you seen the speed of which? Have you seen the meme going around? It's a picture of the Raiders and fucking J-Lo, and it's like number of rings since like 1992 or whatever,
No,
and it's like 0 for the Raiders and 5 for J-Lo.
Yeah, I see that.
I have not seen that. However, it is true.
Fuck, that gets me good.
So real quick, Dozer, this one's mainly for you. I should have mentioned this before we got to the main event, but the Union Underground has their first show scheduled in 5 years.
Oh, cool! They could play 3 hours of the Raw theme.
My generation to think about. Come on, to get it out.
Raw theme to date. So,
dude, To Be Loved, Poppy Roach, dude.
And I did not hate Burn It to the Ground. So
I don't know, dude. What was it? Hornswoggle. His favorite was Nickelback.
Burn It to the Ground.
Yeah, that was his favorite.
That wasn't a bad theme song. For
No, it worked out pretty well. But
the best was whatever they did with Raw's War. That shit was fucking
You know
awesome.
what? This pay-per-view opens up right away with some hot action between a Sneeze and Ultimo Dragon. Yuji Nagata. I think I got that anywhere.
Yes, Yuji Nagata.
Dude, Nagata was a badass.
Nagata
He's a legend.
baby.
That was a fun match, dude. It wasn't anything special. It didn't make blow my socks off. I don't think there was anything particularly incredible that happened during the match, as I recall. Shane and I watched it.
Yeah, I mean, it was just solid.
It was fun. Yeah. It was solid. It was hard hitting New Japan style, like Japan style wrestling. And it was nice to open up the show with. I mean, they went fucking hard.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool seeing Yuji Nagata this young on American television. Ultimo Dragon was the Ultimo Dragon, sold, real stiff strikes, Dragon Sleeper, all of this. He was the more high flyer, where Yuji Nagata was more of the, the tough, strong style, bruiser brawler. You had Mike Tenay on commentary to wrap everything up. Yeah, it was just good. It was better than anything on the last WWF show we reviewed. God, yeah. And for that, I don't know. It's just a 3. Watch a match if you want to watch a show.
Yeah, I think it's above average.
It's not a skip. I mean, it's not like you go and watch this now, but if you're there,
it's above average for sure, and above average is a 3 for me.
Well, I don't know. I rather enjoyed it. I enjoyed the action, and it's a little bit more than above average for me. I gave it a 3.5 tonight.
Good opener. I mean, you had the little bit of a backstory with Sonny Ono, who used to manage the Ultimo Dragon, so it's basically sending his guys after the dragon and stuff.
That was the one thing of note, is that Sonny Ono didn't fucking get involved, which is really weird.
There was a lot of kind of clean finishes to matches actually tonight, which was surprising.
But sorry, Dennis, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that was really kind of like the one thing, and I mean, it was a good opener, and I mean, you just think about what these two guys would go on to achieve, in wrestling. I mean, and to think that they're both still going to this day, and going hard and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna go with a solid 3 as well.
So, what is David Boy rate this one?
Well, given Meltzer's scores, this would have been a 6 in the Tokyo Dome, 3.75.
He's been mostly reliable recently.
He's had some misjudgments, but this is better than any of his NXT ratings.
Well, I think he was still more sane in the 90s.
Yeah, he still had some actual integrity a little bit.
Yeah. And next we have our unannounced event of the evening, where we have Chris Jericho, somehow still coming out to his WWE theme because Peacock, against Gato.
Was that his late WCW theme, or was this just
No,
them dubbing it over?
Dubbing it over.
Okay.
I don't think any Jericho stuff that's on any of his WCW stuff. I think everything had some version of "Break the Walls Down" dubbed onto it. I don't think he had any of his.
Bless you.
Thank you.
It
Any of his
stinks.
WCW
It
music, I
stinks.
think it was all WWE.
Gotcha. This match, dude, I was shocked. First, I was shocked to see Gato in fucking WCW. I didn't know that ever happened. And to see him fight Jericho in WCW was fucking really cool.
Mhm.
These guys put on a great match. Another really solid fucking match. I would never want to fight Gato. Although in this, he reminded me of like a comic lead in like a kung fu movie from like the early '90s.
He
You
just
might
looked like a
now enter the fist.
he
Oh
looked like a
God, no, that's
large
the greatest.
man baby. No, he would not have benefited Kung Pao. Kung Pao would have benefited him. Yeah, he looked like a large man baby.
But tough as hell.
I think that this match is really cool. If you don't like, if you're like a New Japan guy now, but you really haven't done your homework and like seen where some of these guys come from, to like understand that this is the guy that fucking managed Okada, and is he House of Torture now, or does he still hang out with Bullet Club? DDJ, do you know?
I think he is. I think he's still Bullet Club.
Okay.
I think he's the one that runs with Jay White.
Does he in Japan? I don't know.
Last
I think he's
I know
switched
Dick
off.
Togo was House of Torture because he's associated
Oh,
with Evil.
okay. Yeah. Okay.
I think Gato is Bullet Club because I think he still usually comes with Jay White to the ring.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't been keeping up with New Japan. I should though. But yeah, this would be a shock to anybody who didn't understand that Gato ever wrestled. And yeah, to be honest, I think that this match was just slightly better than the opener. I thought Jericho in particular looked really, really strong here. The early Lion Salt, still doing the Lion Tamer, still incorporating a lot of his high flying moves. I thought
that Lion Tamer dude.
Yeah, I thought he
Looks so-
sold really well, which made Gato look really, really, really tough. Yeah, I don't know. It could have just been me happy to see Gato wrestle in this capacity, but it was a 3.25 for me.
Yeah, I liked it more than the first match for sure. I don't want to agree with you too much because it's gonna fucking throw off our whole gimmick. But I do also want to drink. So 3.25, dude. You're right. It was a fucking really fun match. Gato, seeing him in this capacity, especially in a surprise match. I mean, I didn't look at the card ahead of time, so it was fun.
Yeah, I would say I'll go with because I enjoyed it a little bit more as well too. So yeah, I'll 3.25 is about where I put it.
Well, I don't know what it was. I was not feeling it as much this night. Could have been something weird. Could have been something in how I was watching it or whatever. I gave it a 3.
Huh.
Still isn't bad. Above average. I try not to break my ratings, so
Yeah. I mean, what did Big Daddy David rate this?
Wait, I'm gonna guess on this one. This is what did he rate the last one? 3.75.
yes.
Yeah.
Inexplicably, he liked this one less and went 3.5.
He went like a 2.5 on this.
Split the difference. 3.
Okay.
You agree with Dozer?
Okay.
Full house.
Full house. I'll drink whatever, dude. You tell me, I'll drink. I'll just fucking do it.
So before we get to
I'll
the
drink
next
my
match,
imaginary drink.
I know what Dave Meltzer rated this, but I'm going to tell you
He's wrong.
my honest one, he's wrong, and two, my honest rating. I will not purposefully agree with him or not.
Well, regardless, this brings us to the main event of the evening. The third match of the evening, where we have Rey Mysterio Jr. taking on Eddie Guerrero in a mask versus title match.
I mean, was there anything wrong with this match at all? Was there a single moment that was not perfect in every respect?
I think I remember a botch somewhere in like the middle of the match. But no, this was really, really good. I mean, this was probably the best actual wrestling match we've reviewed in this segment in this show
Series, yeah.
It's I mean, these two dudes, as young as they were and being literally at full capacity athletically, the monkey flip at the beginning, the senton turned into a hurricane rana from the ring to the outside, the almost botched Eddie almost died and landed on his head finish where he ends up getting rolled up, and it's probably the best Eddie Guerrero Rey Mysterio match if you're looking for wrestling and you're not looking for violence, because the Dominic ladder match was extremely good other than the stipulation.
But this match on a purely just pure wrestling, like nonstop
Moonsault DDT.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so much fun. They did everything.
This would have fit in any promotion today that has high flying wrestling. This would have fit in New Japan. This would have fit in WWE. This would have fit in AEW. This would have fit in ML. This would have fit down in Mexico.
It could have main evented any of those, any of their pay per views.
It'd probably need to be a little bit longer, but sure. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, but this for me there was nothing wrong with it. It's 5 stars.
Yeah, it's 5 stars.
Yeah, like the only gripe I would have is that this match wasn't longer. But yeah, I mean, this is actually whenever I talk about my favorite matches from the WCW era, and I'm talking 91 when it was just WCW when they split from the NWA. This match is in that conversation. So yeah, this is definitely a 5-star.
It's so close to perfect. Yeah, maybe a little longer, but there's nothing wrong with it, and I would watch it endlessly over and over again and pay attention. So Dozer, I'm curious what you think.
I gave it a 5. I said I agreed with all of you in the middle of that.
So what did Dave rate it?
Meltzer, in his infinite wisdom, just wanting to break up a good clusterfuck.
4.75.
4.75.
Yep.
Oh, Dave.
I just want.
I can understand it. I can understand it.
Unless he was like, yeah, this match needed to be 5 minutes longer. If that was his reasoning, I understand. If there was anything else, I just don't understand how and why you wouldn't give this a 5.
Because Meltzer.
Yeah, I mean, if I took into account it should have been 5 more minutes, it was like a 4 or 5, but you can't blame them for that. It's not their fault. You know what I mean? And it wasn't like criminally short.
Yeah, no, it was damn good. Meltzer was wrong, but he wasn't that wrong.
No, he was close. He was.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, here we go. Now we enter the WCW phase of this.
That brings us to Alex Wright taking on Steve Mongo McMichael.
So Shane,
what needs to be stated?
Yeah, Shane and I watched this together, and when they made the announcement, I didn't know Shane had watched it or Shane had seen the card, so he knew it was coming. But both of us like, dude, what the fuck? Apparently, it was supposed to be Jeff Jarrett.
Yes, but Jeff Jarrett had recently left to go back to WWE or WWF at the time, and left them high and dry on this whole storyline they had going on Deborah managing him while being married to Mongo.
So they brought in
okay.
Alex, right?
So before this
Holy
match,
fuck.
they had a literal 5+ minute promo with Eric Bischoff. to the point where I left and went pee, got a drink, came back,
And it was still talking.
going on. And I was like, what the fuck, man?
It was Bischoff and Hogan, yeah.
They had this horrible pre-match promo between Deborah and Mongo as well earlier in the show.
I'll tell you one thing.
I deserve these rings because I had to deal with you. And
I'm keeping them credit cards.
And when my guy gets you, you're going to understand why.
Oh, my God. I had to put up with you. I earned these credit cards.
They're mine.
They're mine, even though they're in your name.
I'm keeping them. But yeah, the revelation that it's Alex Wright is so fucking funny because it makes no sense in any capacity on any level. Alex Wright is not on the level of Mongo. He is not.
No one even knew who he was. Let's be honest.
In size,
than Mongo.
No, we've seen him on the show before.
Yeah, but still, nobody knows. I mean,
in order to make up for that, he's also much smaller than him in size. So it just made no sense. This shit went like 6 minutes. Honestly, for a Mongo match, the match itself wasn't terrible.
No, it was bad, but it wasn't terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't Mongo bad.
Alex Wright is good enough in a ring where he made up for it, but
and they stuck it up. Let me tell you what really hurt it, and it wasn't Goldberg coming in because who cares? Goldberg can bust this match up all he wants, and then take Mongo's Super Bowl ring that has his fucking name on it.
It's going in the pocket.
I'll tell you what really killed this match. Where the announcers just paying no attention. They went, "Oh, Alex Wright," and then went, "Oh, what's Hogan gonna do? What's Hogan gonna do, brother? Oh, he's not gonna be in the.
We can't let him. We can't let him. We got to get the liars in here."
Yeah, and they just didn't shut the fuck up about Hogan through this entire match
because apparently WCW knew this match was going to be shit, but they didn't think better to maybe just let the storyline drop. Like, it's better to leave the hanging Chad than figure this shit out.
I will give it an unfair rating, though, because it's one of the only Mongo McMichael matches that has ever made me smile in my entire life. And it was at its behest. I was laughing at it, but I liked it enough, to give it like a 1.25, man. Put a smile on my chin.
Put a smile on my chin and my drink on the concrete.
Yeah,
that's a deep cut, dude.
Being a Chicago Bears fan, Mongo's always been someone that I've always been a fan of, but it's a shame that his wrestling career, where he wasn't that good and stuff. For me, this match here, I give it a 1.
Yeah, it's a 1. It's a 1. I'm going to drink with you, and I'm going to drink with Jakey Poo.
You're all way too nice to this shit. It was shit. It was a demon match. It was horseshit. I didn't like it. I didn't like anything about it. I gave it a 0.25.
Man.
Wow.
Oh, man.
I love you, Dozer, man. For real. I'm in a good mood. I'm drinking.
Angry Dozer.
You think I'm being harsh? Wait for it.
Meltzer give it a 0?
Negative 1.5.
Damn.
Wow. I was actually impressed by Alex Wright in this and the fact that Mongo kept up with him a little bit.
Negative 1.5 is honestly like understandable for this match. Like it is. I just like it because I was laughing at it. Dozer, what are you smoking on? What do you got?
M. Bombay.
Oh. And then were you guys watching the Dave Grohl hot ones down there? Sorry, I can just
yes.
Okay, I'll let you behind the curtain. There's a tab where they were watching the Dave Grohl. Dude, he kicks so much ass.
Dude, it's funny. He gets hammered, and I was shocked because he drinks hard, and then he's like, "All right, I gotta go to rehearsal at 6."
Dude, that
Dozer's like, I'd love to drink with Dave Grohl. I'm like, dude, he's a literal rock star. You'll die. He's a literal.
I said I'd like to drink with him. He'll drink me under the table, but I'd
Yes, no, you did clarify that you would not be able to keep up, but still, he's a literal rock star.
You can look up his pre-show drinking routine on the internet. He's done interviews about it.
Oh God, that sounds awful.
Yeah, dude, he does like 4 shots and like drinks 2 beers and then goes and plays for 3 hours.
Dude, that sounds awful. Like legitimately, like imagine going and like getting drunk and then running like a fucking half marathon. I get sick thinking about doing it sober. Okay.
Well,
it's a lot of energy and exercise out there and stuff.
Thinking about things that make me sick thinking about doing sober. We now have
I forgot about this one.
Disco Inferno versus Jacqueline.
I'd fuck either of them sober. I'm not gonna lie.
This match was awful. It was so bad. The whole thing was just based around Jackie signing up to wrestle Disco Inferno, meaning she chose to be in the match, and Disco going, I can't hit a woman who agreed to literally fight me in kayfabe. Can't do that. Weird. And like all of the announcers are like, well, I understand. And I'm like,
it's not okay. It's not okay to hit a lady. Okay.
I'm like, what do you mean you understand? She's literally beating the shit out of you, and she chose to do so. Like, yeah, this was just god awful. This match didn't need to be on this card.
I love Jackie. I'm gonna throw it out there. Jackie is
so underrated.
The most underrated female wrestler of all time, maybe next to Luna Vachon.
Yeah, and this match wasn't her fault, but this match was a full on 0.25, and that's all I gotta say about it.
I'm gonna agree with you yet again. 0.25, but I want to give credit where credit's due. Jackie was really good in this when she was actually able to fucking do something with him. When it wasn't just them running in circles around the outside, when she was able to get her hands on him, when she was able to do some moves, when she was able to wrestle a little bit, she looked great. She's also, goddamn dude, I'd fucking eat the corn out of her shit.
Except the first nut shot she does on him, where she like trips him and pulls him into the post. That is the worst post nut shot I have ever seen in my entire life.
It was a very slow one where he doesn't move very quickly.
No, and it's like it just looks like his butthole lightly taps the post. It was bad.
You really got to pound that butthole to make it look like it hurts.
Yeah.
I feel you.
But
words of wisdom from Isaac.
It wasn't a 0 though. It came close.
All right, so we got 2 2.5s. What else do we got?
I'll give it a quarter star as well too. 0.25.
What do we got? What's next?
5. I think it was better than the last match, but I can't rate it higher than the last match.
0.25. Okay, what does Meltzer rate this? Oh fuck, dude. Because this is legitimately, he could rate this to 0.25.
Oh, Dozer's. Oh yeah, he did it. Oh god.
We have a clusterfuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a 5-way clusterfuck.
Okay, so I've got like a half a beer here, so I'm gonna chug this and then I'll open another one and do the other.
I got my imaginary drink.
You just have to finish your drink.
Mine was empty, so I had to pour a new one.
Yeah.
The joys of 12-hour fasting.
That was a pretty good Stone Cold what that you just gave us there. No,
that was a burp, dude.
I know, but it sounded so good. It could have been a what?
What?
Oh man.
What?
All right, I'm gonna have to wake up tomorrow. I have to do that.
Yeah, that. Oh.
You said what? Coming up.
So
next.
what was next? Yeah, what was?
Yeah, it's continuing the shit of the card. Now we're going to say it ain't as bad as the last two.
Oh god, this one kind of sucked though. Yeah.
We have Kurt Hennig taking on
Not
Ric Flair for the United States title.
I didn't mind this one, to be honest. I didn't think it was good. But I thought both men are good enough. Both men were good enough to carry the match to where it needed to go. Obviously, both knew a fucky finish was coming. Both knew that they weren't going to do their best shit on it.
Ric
But-
Flair was wearing the red trunks and red boots. Man.
Yeah,
As soon as I saw him come out, I'm like, all right, yeah, okay.
But yeah, I mean, I liked the post work in this match. I liked Ric Flair constantly coming back and just chopping the piss out of Kurt. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't mind the fucky finish in this particular case because we're getting into like Ric Flair totally losing his mind territory. Like I know that's coming up.
Mhm.
And the whole he hates the NWO and he hates Kurt Hennig and he doesn't really give a shit about the the United States title. He wants to be the heavyweight champion or just kill someone. Yeah, I wouldn't go out of my way to watch this, but in the context of the show especially, I really didn't mind it. And to be honest, I just thought it was a completely average match at a 2.
Yeah, I was thinking around that. You think about Flair and Hennig, having some really good stuff. You go back to their encounter on Monday Night Raw, when Flair left to go back to WCW. That was really good and stuff. But yeah, this just wasn't anywhere close to that level. I'll give it 2 2/4.
That's where I'm
2
leaning.
1/4. Excuse me, 2 1/4.
2.25. That's where I'm at. I'll drink with you, DDJ. I'll drink for you as well.
I'm going with a solid 2 on this one. I really liked how it started hot, but I couldn't get past the fucky finish, even if it was earned. Even if it was an earned fucky finish,
Speaking of fucky finishes, we barely fucking touched like the ever so slightly on the fucky finish in the Alex Wright Mongo match.
No, we'll just move away.
No, I want to talk about Goldberg coming and spearing Mongo into the referee, fucking lifting him up for his fucking finish, hitting the referee. The referee never turning around twice,
I forgot about
and basically like making eye contact and then pretending he didn't see, and how funny that was. But I will say that I was actually excited to see Goldberg. That was like a kind of a cool moment, and him yelling about the ring was really funny, especially because he goes, "It goes in the pocket," and he's wearing underwear, which the only pocket he has is the Boy Scout pocket, which is your butthole. So all I could think of is Goldberg's going to stick that ring in his butthole. And back to where we were at, yeah. We all rated that match, right? What did Meltzer give it?
1.75.
Responsible.
Cool. Yeah. So the next one was actually pretty fucking entertaining. If it's what I think it is.
Yes, it is Lex Luger.
Oh, never mind. It's not what I think it is. This one sucked balls.
Scott Hall was 6 with Larry Zbyszko as
this was awful.
What a
I feel like they
again.
talk shit about this match in the match. They're like, yeah, this is pretty boring.
Yeah, no. In the first bit, they're like, oh, they're starting off pretty slow. They're like, oh yeah, they got a slow start. They're like, oh no, it's just because of everything else. I'm like, no, you fucking idiots. The whole fucking match is based around Larry Zbyszko being an impartial referee, which he is shit at. He is so
He
bad
was
at
so
being
bad
an
at-
impartial referee. The only way he's impartial is he fucked both sides over.
he was so dumb,
First
dude.
of all, he starts putting his hands. Yeah. It's a Y rating.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. He starts putting his hands on people. He then clearly has a vendetta against Scott Hall, and then through the match, he like does
Even
his
when
best.
he counts it out.
Yeah, and then he clearly has a slow count for.
I want a replay. Show me the replay. What a
Yeah.
fucking finish.
Yeah, and then they show me the replay. He restarts the match, then ends up getting distracted, therefore screwing over fucking Lex Luger. This shit was bad, dude. Like, this was the first point that it made me mad. It wasn't even funny. This really is a 0. It was made to put a referee over that didn't even do like a good job at putting himself over, like as far as the story goes. That's a 0, dude.
It just wasn't. It seemed like this match was more about Hall and Zbyszko because I think this was a couple months before they would go at it at Sold Out and stuff. But yeah, and '97 was a really good year for Luger. I mean, he did win the title. I mean, he lost it back shortly there at a couple days later and stuff. But I mean,
we've watched the Roast of '97. It wasn't a good year for anybody.
No, it really wasn't.
Well, I mean, Luger got a clean victory over Hogan, which doesn't happen often. I mean,
you know what? There was a clean victory over Hogan tonight too.
Well, I don't really know if I would call that clean. There were the many stings, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. But I give it. It was not very good. And I probably being generous by giving it half a star.
Yeah, that's where I feel it deserves to be rated, is somewhere in the quarter to half range. And I'll because I love you, DDJ, and I just want to cuddle you. I want to cuddle you, and I want to be with you in the 0.5 range.
Well, I'm gonna be confined in my couch for the next few days. After next week, so.
Well, let's go. Let's watch Peacemaker. We'll watch the whole first season together, and we'll eat ice cream and cuddle.
Sweet.
I think
Dozer
sums it all up.
Oh yeah, pretty much. Oh yeah, and then didn't Six in this match kicks Luger, and it's the worst kick again I have ever seen in a wrestling match. Eric Bischoff stomping on Larry Zbyszko's head looked better than the kick that Six just completely whiffed. This shit sucked. What did Meltzer rate it?
0.75.
That's, I mean,
you know what? This might be Meltzer's so far his most accurately rated show.
Isaac, what did you give it? I
think I gave it a 0.5 with DDJ.
Yes.
I missed.
Yeah, I agree. I agreed with him. You got all turned and warm and fuzzy thinking about us cuddling.
Yes, I did. I gave it a Y.
Oh, why?
Why did this exist?
Why did this exist?
That brings us to our main event of the evening.
A first, ladies and gentlemen, a first in SGS history, by the way. The first why did this match exist rating. And if we continue through 1998 and 1999, I think we're going to get a lot more of those in WWF. You'd be like, wait a minute, why was this weird match between a midget and a bra and a diva with a guitar on a scaffold made?
That brings us to what I am considering our main event of the evening in a Las Vegas death match, baby. We have the Macho Man, sponsored by Slim Jim Randy Savage.
Ooh, yeah.
Taking on Diamond Dallas Page. I swear my theme is not Nirvana.
I really liked this match, probably more than I should have. I went into it being like, man, I really like Macho Man. I really like DDP. And I was like, this isn't going to be anything worth watching. And honestly, it ended up being really entertaining. DDP, he was very good at selling. He really he was very good at convincing you he was getting his ass kicked. He also looked fairly tough. Macho Man's great. Macho Man's the Macho Man. And, I don't know if this needed to be a death match. It didn't feel like a death match, so maybe per stipulation it was a little weird.
Yeah, but they didn't.
There was that interference that they felt the need to make sure it was behind the ref's back.
Yeah, that annoyed me. Yeah, I mean, they didn't really do like the falls count anywhere thing though. Isaac, I understand what you're saying, but put yourself in WCW in the year 1997. This makes sense.
No, and it was a really.
And I'll take it.
It was solid, dude. It was a solid match. I had a lot of fun. I really like watching DDP go through it. They spent a lot of time focusing on the ribs. There was a coherent story with that.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. This was one of the like the more fun, like entertaining matches of the night. Maybe not best pure wrestling, but this is to me like the best of like the old school style of wrestling. This is like what like the epitome of like really old school style wrestling in a more new school sense, and it worked really well. And I think it was a 3.25 star match.
I totally agree with you. Other than the rating, there, I was very entertained by this match. I thought that the foam casket and foam tombstones were funny, but those kind of made me mad. I was not a fan of the way Kimberly dragged Miss
Oh, that
Elizabeth
was
out.
awesome. She's
Just-
fucking just
Yeah, she drug her like 300 feet very slowly.
by her hair. Can
Yeah.
I just do one thing? It's gonna take less than 30 seconds, but this is why I think the match is as good as it was. And this I'm so sad.
I had to do it. It was.
I'm so sad. But this is incredible. He wobble legged him.
Yeah.
He wobble legged him call is one of the best calls I've ever heard.
Dusty was losing his ever loving fucking mind.
Did he wobble leg him?
I'll tell you my favorite part about this match, though.
It wasn't the wobble leg?
No, I like at the end how one, they had Macho Man do 2 elbow drops because it made DDP look strong as hell. I love in the first elbow drop how he kind of just falls off. It just because he's so battered. I thought that was brilliant. I don't think I've ever seen Macho Man do that before. And I wish more like, I understand that it's dangerous, especially with power moves, because you have to do them in a certain way. But I wish they would find a way to incorporate more stuff like that, where you hit the move, but you're just too tired. You know what I mean?
Give it 100%.
To give it 100%, therefore you don't fool. Goodbye, Dennis.
His internet kicked out. I see.
And therefore you're not fully able to capitalize. That's how they got around a couple people kicking out of the Rainmaker from Okada, is because he was clearly too tired, and you could tell it wasn't a full Rainmaker. I thought that was brilliant. I liked it enough to give it a 2.5. And for me, that's pretty good.
For
this kind of match, this sort of thing goes.
That might as well be a 4. Give it right down 4.
What did you? I'm sorry, I zoned out doing something for the next match.
2. He gave it a 2.5. I gave it a 3.
I gave it a 3.75. I enjoyed it.
It was really good. It was a really good match, dude. Like, honestly, it was
7. I can't believe it. He gave it a 7.
DDJ gave it a 7. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what was up with that.
He's wrong, but whatever. I'm not going to argue with him.
Way wrong on that one.
He's probably
normally spot on, but that one was bad for him.
What about Daddy Meltzer?
Daddy Meltzer. Well, somebody's drinking.
Oh no!
Fuck.
Meltzer gave it a 3.25.
Who gave it a 3.25?
Yeah.
Who gave it that?
I thought you gave it that.
I thought I gave it a 3.
No, you gave it a 3.25.
Fuck! I gave it 3.25.
Yes, you motherfucker! Jesus Christ!
Really?
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
I trust both of y'all memories better than mine.
Look, I even wrote down DDJ's fake rating of a 7.
So, speaking of matches that will not be getting a 3.25.
We have our lights out match of the evening. It wasn't, but I like to think it is.
Yeah, I wish they had turned the cameras off too.
Yeah. The pay-per-view should have ended at the prior match. We have cage match between Piper and Hogan. And I would like to remind you, they hyped this match up as bad as they hyped up Edge versus Orton in the greatest match ever. Like, they hyped it up that much. And this match is taking place 21 days after the first Hell in a Cell match.
This match was fundamentally flawed from the very beginning by way of having maybe the worst cage ever. The holes are so big in it. You could very clearly go, and like the whole thing is through the entire night is that Hogan doesn't want to get locked in there unless Sting is banned, and then they have fucking what's his name? They have hello DDJ.
I'm back. Sorry.
What was your rating for the that match?
One thing I want to say is I did enjoy this match. My favorite of the trilogy between, the matches they had in 97 was the first one at Spring Stampede. I think that was my favorite out of the three. But this one was really solid, and I'd give it 3.75.
All right.
Oh, we thought you gave it a 7.
Yeah, I heard 7 somehow, but okay.
But
so now we're on to the main event. Sorry, Shane, continue.
That's fine. Yeah. And then the whole thing is that he doesn't want to get locked in there unless Sting is gone, whatever. Sting's not gone because they have whatever the fuck the commissioner's name is come out. And yeah, he's going to wrestle, whatever. And then, the whole thing is, he's going to be locked in there. Within the first 5 minutes of this stupid fucking match, the referee literally just opens the door.
Yeah. And then it was like they need so much hay over the fucking that no one can get in or out.
Yeah, but it's like a Hell in a Cell without the top, so it's even easier to get it. Literally, the only good thing that happens in this match, other than the fact that there were 7 million Stings, which actually wasn't a good thing, but it was kind of funny, is Randy Savage's fucking dive from the top of the cage.
Not Savage. We're talking.
No, that's Randy. That's Randy Savage.
Oh, that's right, because he did that weird run-in, right?
Yeah.
Well, he jumps. I mean, this shit kicked ass. This was scary.
I just want to point how much that cage bends when he jumps.
Yeah,
it's not very stable.
I mean, and he launches. I mean, he's not even close.
But then he hits Hogan. And he hits Hogan.
Yeah, and then Hogan ends up getting sleepered, whatever. Yeah, the whole match sucked. I mean, this was garbage, man. Roddy couldn't wrestle at this point. Hogan couldn't wrestle at this point. They were straddled with stupid gimmicks that didn't benefit either of them. And honestly, going into it, I thought that I was going to like this one more than what I thought I would. I was like, man, this might actually be all right. It wasn't all right. The kids aren't all right. This isn't the Offspring. This was, I don't know, like a 0.5 for Macho's jump.
And then they had that weird shit go down after with the fake thing, the fake fan running in. Well, the whole thing was a mess. 0.25. It was garbage.
The fan is an interesting point because, like, it clearly appears to be a fake fan.
WCW always filmed fan interactions on purpose.
You can tell Hogan is pulling his punches.
Mm-hmm.
As is Macho, who loved to kill fans.
No, one of them was going hardcore, like they wanted to rip his eyes out.
They brought him in the middle of the ring. They wouldn't have done that with a real fan. They wouldn't have brought him in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, they definitely roughed him up. Like, I'm not saying that they didn't connect with some stuff, but Macho, especially around this point, was notorious for loving to just beat fans up.
Yeah. Meltzer reported that it was a work.
Brian Zane seemed he could go either way on it.
Yeah. I don't. WCW at that time, I'm sure they thought they were going to get a good angle going with it.
Well, like I said, they actively filmed and chose to film and chose to go after fans that came in because they wanted it to be more kayfabe. So, I mean, like, it worked. And honestly, I didn't hate that they did that. I mean, it's one of those things that to this day, is it a work? Is it a shoot? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know for sure one way or the other.
Ryan Zane's review was last year on it, so
Yeah, I mean, it could. I think it's a work, but that could have been a shoot. Who knows?
Yeah. He climbed that cage real good, dude. He fucking shimmied right up it.
That's what makes me think is
he like leapt and fucking. But yeah, I don't know.
I already broke my rating system once tonight, so why? Why are we dragging Piper out for this shit?
Yeah, I'm giving this a dud.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you why. I mean, there was a clear why because he beat Hogan.
Well,
that's why.
Now here's the question.
This is the first time in history that we have 3 ratings that are not numbers; they are words. Because Meltzer also gave it a dud.
Oh wow! So DDJ, you had a drink. Here's the question: would you watch the pay-per-view again?
As a
I
whole,
would watch the first 3 matches again. Yes.
Yeah, I'd love to watch the first 3 matches, but then I would just turn it off.
Okay.
I would go watch it right now, but I'm probably gonna fall. I'd probably fall asleep doing as late as it is.
What would you rate
Match ratings, boys? I mean, pay-per-view ratings.
Yeah, what would you rate this show as a whole?
Ooh.
A 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Shane and say a 2.
It starts off very strong, but then just keels off as it normally does with World Championship Wrestling.
I'm gonna
2. Yeah.
Oh, you're a 2 as well, huh? I feel like simply because of one of the greatest matches that I've ever seen in pro wrestling was on this card. It deserves a little bit more than that. But then I also think is this an average pay-per-view? Is this above average? It's not above average.
No, it's not.
Is it average?
To be honest,
it's not average. It's a 2. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a fucking 2.
I mean, like Eddie versus Ray was great. I would not watch this whole pay-per-view just to watch that match, though. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got to calculate out Meltzer here.
Dozer, you didn't even do your calculations for yours.
Oh, I calculate a Y.
Y equals what?
MC square.
I failed algebra, but come on, you're like a math guy. You know how to do algebra. You can calculate.
I remember Y equals MX plus B.
Addition and subtraction, really.
Answer for Y, Dozer. Answer for Y.
Divided by 9, because there are 9 fucking matches on this card.
What?
9 matches in a less than 3-hour pay-per-view.
I actually didn't feel like 9, so props to them.
Okay.
That's because half of them were like 3 minutes long and made no sense.
Meltzer's rating was 1.7777777778.
Nice.
It's not bad.
So next week, boys, what are we gonna do? We're gonna watch NXT.
We can watch from NXT. We could do a little listicle thingy. We could
if either of you two have any time and would like to try and figure out the one thing we were doing, we could also do that. So we'll just leave it open. Tune in next week for a mystery show.
Well, we'll figure out. It's going to be a mystery. Ooh.
But I promise, this is my promise to you fans, I will keep my pants on the entire show.
Oh man.
And on that incredible bombshell, I would like to remind you we're such good podcasts about anything and everything in the world of wrestling. And until next time, have a great day.
Thank you for listening to this edition of Such Good Shoot. If you are on YouTube, please remember to like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon. Or subscribe to us on your favorite audio catcher. Or finally, if you're on Facebook, leave a comment, like the video, and make sure to share it out to all your friends. Until next time, we have been Such Good Shoot, and have a great day.